أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة خير من النوم الصلاة خير من النوم الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين
آمين آمين Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. Assalamu alaikum, my dear brothers and sisters, and Eid Mubarak. This is your brother Anthony Muhammad, thanking you once again for being on this Ramadan prayer line with us. We pray that you were edified during these last 29 days with the speakers that we had with us. We thank Allah for the many guest speakers that have come on this line. We thank Allah for our guest speaker yesterday, Brother Imam Abdul Malik, who thanked Allah for the wonderful trip and paid respect and honor to the host. He quoted the Quran where it says that to Muhammad, verily unto you, Muhammad, we have revealed the divine revelation. And he said, reading the book is not enough to behold the beauty of Mecca. And he encouraged us to try to make Hajj, and he said in words, Mecca is beautiful. We thank Allah for his words with us yesterday. We thank Allah for our guest speaker today on our Eid, on our last day, or on our Eid celebration, to take us further into our program as our beloved brother. As you can tell, I'm excited, brothers and sisters. I want to bring my brother on, my brother and friend, Brother Abdul Akbar Muhammad, with our historic perspective. Brother Akbar.
Okay, can you give you the number?
He's working on something. Hold on, brothers and sisters.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brother Anthony, we're having not a good connection. It seems to have improved a little, but we're trying to get the tech staff to look at it, or we'll call in on another site, right, to get it clear.
I can hear you
clearly.
Yes, sir. I can hear you, Brother Akbar.
Okay. So we're going to keep it going if you can hear me clearly.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak to our brothers and sisters on the prayer line. We thank you for joining us. This is a historical call and the end of Ramadan, because we're in the holy city Mecca, where Minister Farrakhan and his delegation have made Umrah with the nearly 2 million people here in Mecca. And we are blessed today to have the minister on the line. I'm not going to talk long, though I'm tempted to, but we're going to have the minister on the line. And I just want to say this as a part of history. I'm supposed to give the historical overview when I come on the line. And the historical overview is that 42 years ago, Minister Farrakhan came to Mecca and made Umrah. 42 years later, it is a different city. It's a modern city. It's not a couple of 100,000 people making Umrah, but it's into the millions of people, Muslims from all over the world. And as you look in their faces, as you pass them in the corridors or in the eating area, you can see Muslims from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from South America, from China, all over the world being drawn to this holy city, this holy spot where Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, walked the streets, where Master Farad Muhammad walked the streets in his hometown of Mecca. So this is very historical, and we thank the brothers and sisters who are on this line. The delegation that is with Minister Farrakhan have been inspired by what they saw and the way that we were handled by the King's staff. Minister Farrakhan came at a position that he has, that he can overlook the Kaaba, and he made a tremendous statement about struggle, about Muslims, and about the world. So, brothers and sisters, without further ado, I'm going to turn you over to Minister Luke. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I thank Allah so much for his intervention in our affairs in America, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, who came from this blessed city, the holy city of Mecca. the city that in our life lessons is called the best city on earth. We chose the best part for ourselves, and the best part is in Arabia at the holy city of Mecca. So to be in this holy city, to be in the city, not only that it is the birthplace of Islam, but it is that city that is at the root of the civilization on our planet. And so for us, after 42 years, Brother Akbar and myself, coming back to what we call home, because it is from this city that the knowledge and wisdom of the original man first started, when this planet was found in this new orbit 66 trillion years ago, according to the teachings of our great and master teacher, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So for us, a delegation of 17 to start in Medina, the city of the Prophet, at his masjid, and to see how that masjid that started his foot in the Hijrah, set foot in Medina, and when he put his foot down and he said this is where his mosque would be, nothing there but stone at the time. But here we are in the most beautiful city in my life. This is the city that I call the most beautiful city on the planet. And this is the city that I call home. Though I was born in New York and raised in Boston, Mecca is our home. And so we are back home, and I don't know of a better place to be during Ramadan. And during the last 10 nights of Ramadan, we were in Medina and now in Mecca, and we spent the Laylatul Qadr, the night of power in Mecca. And that same night, we made Umrah. They said that 2.5 million people were in Mecca, and we were guests of the king, so we were blessed in a most special way to make Umrah and run between the two hills, and my son Mustafa running through the hills in Safa and Marwa. He called out, and the soldiers started, Allahu Akbar, Muhammadan Rasulullah, La ilaha illallah. And boy, we were. And I guess I don't want to talk now. I just want to thank Allah for being here, and thank you for being where you are on this magnificent prayer line. And I want to thank Sister Nisa. I want to thank Brother Jaleel, Brother Andre, Brother Anthony, and all of the staff and technical people that made this happen one more time. Thank you, and may Allah richly reward everyone who spoke, everyone that had something to say on this prayer line. So I'm so full. I've been weeping since I've been here. They put me in a room, and my room is in the tower, and it oversees Mecca and the Kaaba. And here we are Brother Ishmael is here with me. Brother Burvey is here with me. Brother Akbar, Brother Imam Sultan Rahman Muhammad, one of my great helpers, Brother Donald Muhammad, and Brother Darrell Muhammad. We are just having a time, and we wish all of you could be here. But I'm making this statement from Mecca. Years ago, to my brother, and there we are in Mecca holding, we're up in age now, and so we couldn't take that big walk without a little help. So we were both in wheelchairs, and the brothers were wheeling us around, making the tower up, and it was just wonderful. And here we are after 42 years, coming back to Mecca, coming back to this holy place, coming back to this place which will forever be the fountain of living waters for the entire world of human beings. So I don't want to say much more, but to just thank you all. And I want to thank my dear wife, Khadija, and my children, and all of us talking back to America, saying thank you to our wives and our families for their concern about our making such a trip at this time. And I want to close at the King Salman. I sent him a letter, and he put it in the hands of his great staff, and they have been by our side since the time we set foot in Arabia. The king's staff has been watching out for us, and we are so highly honored by the way they have treated us all. We brought two sisters with us, Sister Amina and Sister Naima Muhammad. You don't know them by that name, but that's Sister Kim and Sister Sandy. And they treat them like they're at the top of the shelf angels everywhere they go, dressed in their uniform of the MGT and GCC. The women come to them and talk to them and admire their dress. Though they're covered from head to foot, they are most beautiful in their attire. And I wish you could see your brothers here dressed in the garment of the desert, holy imams, sheikhs. May Allah bless all of you, and all of this. None of this could have happened without Imam Abdul Malik. I first met him on my second trip to Mecca. Abdul Malik was 16 years of age, and Dr. Abdul Alim Muhammad was learning or teaching here, and I was hosted by Abdul Malik, a 16-year-old handsome giant in the desert. And he took Minister Farrakhan around the Kaaba and guided my first trip around the Kaaba. He guided it. He helped me to learn what I should do when I am at this corner or that corner and how I should behave. Well, now we are back again. I could not come back here without Abdul Malik, and he has been a wonderful guide, a wonderful help, and a wonderful helper to the hosts to let them know all of our hopes and desires, and everything that we desire is being fulfilled. So may Allah bless you all, and I would like to extend to you, as I get off of this line, the Eid greetings, Eid Mubarak to all the Muslims everywhere. And here they have treated us with wonderful gifts at after the Eid prayer. So I hope that you in America will be with each other, love each other, be brothers and sisters to each other, share gifts with each other, and say that we thank Allah for Prophet Muhammad ibn Abdullah, and we thank Allah for the steps that he made. For every step that he made is now flourishing. We must say from this place that one day soon, as I said to Brother Akbar 42 years ago, I said, brother, one day I'm going to come back to Mecca with 10,000. And I say it again, whether I'm living or dead. 1,000 Muslims from America, strong and faithful warriors, will come back to Mecca and honor the Prophet who gave us such a beautiful start and a beautiful place to say praise be to Allah. So thank you. I'm excited, and so I'll hope to see you when we get back to the United States. And we'll give you more information when we get back. But thank you for your prayers for our safety and our safe return. May Allah bless you, and I turn you back to those in authority there to continue the program. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Brother Minister. All praises are due to Allah. We thank Allah for you and the delegation. We thank Allah for my supreme captain going through the Safa and the Marwa. I could just see it in my mind and just feel it when you were describing it. We thank Allah for the king and his staff who look after our delegation. We thank Allah. We thank Allah. We're going to go to Sister Nisa now with the Nisa reporting the fast fact. Sister Nisa.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. I bear witness there's no God but Allah, and I bear witness Muhammad is his messenger. All I can do is just thank Allah over and over and over and over again for blessing us each morning to come to each of you and to come to the world. We cannot thank you enough for joining us every morning. I want to give a special thanks to our tech team who puts it all together, who connects all the lines. Thank you to Brother Nasser, to Brother Wali, to Brother Andre, who help us to make it happen, to Sister Najma, Sister Georgina, Sister Yuriva, Sister Connie, and to Sister Yvette. I want to thank the best staff that we have to make this all happen, to Brother Anthony, Brother Akbar, to my husband, Brother Jalil, and another special helper who just joined our staff, who's our fill-in for Brother Akbar, and that is our newest member, Brother Carlos. And for those of you who tune in, who listen to our replays, we have a very special e-gift. Brother Minister mentioned giving gifts to one another, and we have a very special gift. When you go to our replays today or whenever you go on, we have a very special e-gift from Brother Andre. Look in our replay section under the playlist, and you will see, and look later because we haven't uploaded it yet. Look for Eid Gift 2019 from Brother Andre. It is his Adhan. Everyone loves his Adhan. And he also has included one of his prayers. So look for Eid Gift 2019 is a recording of his Adhan as well as his prayer, Surah Ikhlas. And also the Fortress of the Muslim, we're going to include that Eid gift for you also. We want to thank everyone around the world who has listened to this prayer line from 50 different countries. It is an amazing connection for Muslims all around the world from 50 different countries, as well as our live listeners. We average on a good day about 1,000 or more listeners. This morning, the numbers are off the chart. One of our tech team said everybody and their mama is on the call this morning. So we want to thank all of you for listening live and all of those who listen to our replays, because the numbers are, in fact, off the chart. We want, as I said again, we want to just thank Allah for blessing us every morning to be able to do this. It is our honor and really our privilege to be able to serve you with this prayer line. And I want to leave you as I do every morning. Islam is not the problem. Islam is the answer. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam, Sister Nisa. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to make sure that we thank our sister on the West Coast who plays the replays for us on the West Coast, Sister Javidia Muhammad. Sister Javidia Muhammad on the West Coast. Brothers and sisters, as you can see, we're all full. We thank Allah over and over again for allowing us to do this and allowing us to connect now all over the world and have our beloved minister speaking from Mecca. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's just beautiful. So we would ask our Brother Andre, would he close us with prayer? Brother Andre.
Assalamu alaikum. Let us close with prayer. قل أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد آمين.
Ameen. Oh, my brother, that was a beautiful prayer this morning. And as we close, dear brothers and sisters, once again, on behalf of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his family, we thank Allah for him and his family who stands with him and aids him and allows him to do what he's doing. For were it not for him, I wouldn't be on a line talking to you. We're on behalf of the Executive Council of the Nation of Islam and their families, and we thank Allah for each and every one of them and all that they do to aid and assist the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan in spreading this mighty word of Islam. On behalf of the mighty E-Team, who protects the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and cares for him and looks after him as he goes out and comes in, we thank Allah for each and every one of them and their families. On behalf of my co-host or the guest speaker today, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and each and every speaker that has come on these lines, we thank Allah for each and every one of them. On behalf of my co-host, Brother Akbar, Sister Nisa, Brother Andre, who prays with us every morning. On behalf of Brother Jalil, who every time the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan comes on, he allows the minister to take his time that he speaks. So we thank Allah for you, Brother Jalil, and all that you do. On behalf of the mighty, mighty tech staff that behind the scenes is always plugging in something, turning this on, switching that over, whatever it is to make this line a success. On behalf of each and every one of you who comes on this line and every believer who has stood up in the world and said, La ilaha illallah. Those who allowed stood up so that we could now have Islam. Let me leave you as I came to you with the greeting words of